Hi everyone, and welcome to this daily stretch flow class. You can use this as your wake up, as your warm up, or just a reset throughout the day if you wish when you hit that sort of midday slump. We will move through the whole body in this slow, nourishing flow. So if you normally need blocks in your stretches, go and grab them. Otherwise, meet me at the top of your mat, standing up nice and tall. Let's do a shoulder roll to get the shoulders in place, up, back, and down. And then breathe in as you reach the arms up overhead, palms to touch, look up. Exhale to open the arms wide, spread the fingertips far apart, yawn the arms open, and let them fall back down by your side. Tuck the chin to your chest, a little bend in the knees as you start to roll down one vertebra at a time into your ragdoll. So take your time to calm down. You can bend your knees as much as you want to. When you are at the bottom, grab a hold of your elbows and just sway here from side to side. Taking a few deeper breaths here. And then release the hands to the floor. Find a halfway lift, breath in. Big step back with the left leg. Keep the knee off the floor for now. Rise the arms up above the head for a crescent lunge. Hold it here for a moment, just sinking deeply into that front knee. Trying to stretch your back knee as much as that works for you. Finding a nice lengthening of the hip flexors. And now take a breath in as you lift the chest, lean back. Again, we're going to open the arms wide. Try to get your hands behind your body. So squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hold here for an extra breath in. And then tilt the left hand down, right arm up for an easy twist. And here, toe heel your front foot out a little bit. So there's a bigger distance between your hand and your foot. And then lean into your left hand to rotate, open up the chest. And if you have the mobility for it, just let that right arm fall behind you, keeping the elbows straight. Gaze is looking up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. And here, drop your left knee to the floor as you reach the right arm back towards the back of your mat. Stay here in your twist, or you can pick up your back foot, bending that knee. And then gentle kick of the foot into the hand to open the chest. Let the hips sink forward and down. Taking some deep breaths here. If you have been kicking the foot into the hand, start to just gently pull the heel in towards you. You can start to look down at the mat instead of up at the sky. And just letting the movement of the torso being the reason your foot comes a little bit closer. So we don't have to force anything here. Make sure that you only go to a place where your breath can feel steady. And then slowly release the back foot. Make a big circle with the right arm. So you're stretching it back up, all the way over, and then back to the mat. Toe heel your right foot even further out. Open it up. So the toes and the knee is pointing out to the side for a lizard lunge. And then if you can, come to your elbows, maybe elbows to blocks, or just staying on your hands. Personally, I like a little sway from side to side here. It feels nice in my hip. So you can try that to see if that helps your hip or the muscles around your hips. Let go a little bit. And then take one more deep breath. And then back up onto your hands. Toe heel your foot in a little bit more. We're going to rotate into this right knee. So pick up your left knee. Come into your Skandasana. Left heel is on the floor. We're sitting into the right knee. Drop your left hip bone down. Grab a hold of your right ankle. with your left hand, and then reach the right arm up and overhead for a side stretch. Keep the right knee up towards the sky. If you can reach your left foot, grab it. Otherwise, just keep the arm reaching up and overhead towards the left side. If you can reach your foot and this is feeling okay, push the toes into your hand to increase the side stretch. So the toes of your left foot is sort of pointing or trying to point forwards. And release your foot, open the right arm out to the side. So reach it up to the sky, but try to reach it behind you. And then let the weight of the arm help you come back up out of your stretch. You're going to bend in your left knee, come in to this sort of mermaid position, readjust the hips if needed, and then walk back for a quad stretch. So we're in a half hero pose here. You can come down to your elbows. Maybe some of you might be able to lay all the way down. Now this can be quite intense, so you can also just stay up onto your hands if your quads are quite tight. If you want less sensation when you're all the way down, you can stretch out your right leg. It's gonna ease the stretch a little bit. If you want more sensation, you're gonna grab hold of your right knee and then pull it a little bit closer to your armpit and then down towards the floor. That is gonna intensify the stretch. Couple of breaths here. And then let go of your knee if you have it. Roll over to your right side just so the hands can help you push yourself up. From here, I want you to stretch your left leg long, so it might be off the mat. Just for a quick little side stretch over towards that left leg. Take one breath in. And then from here, reach the right arm behind you, place it behind your hip. Find a little wild thing, or a flash dance if you may. So the right knee is on the floor, lift the hips up. Left arm reaches up and over for a back bend. And then open the left arm out to the side. Feel that stretch across the chest, hold. Coming all the way down to sit back. Now cross the left leg in front of the right leg for a hip stretch. Trying to make the feet about as wide as the knees, so we're not crossing at the ankles, we're crossing at the shins and calves. If you have lots of range of motion in your hips, you might stack one leg on top of the other. And then let's come forward, lift the chest, inhale, and then folding over as you exhale, holding here just for a few breaths. And then slowly coming up, lean back into your hands, stretch both legs in front of you, arms to the sky, breath in. And coming up and over for your Paschimottanasana. You can bend the knees here if you need to as well. Just finding that nice 360-degree stretch from the heel, up the back of the legs, up the spine, all the way to the neck. Let the head hang. And then coming up again, walk the hands back, bend the knees in, lift it up into your reverse tabletop, shoulders are back and down, squeeze your glutes, stretch the front of the shoulders. Let the hips sink back down and grab a hold behind your knees. Let's do a couple of rock and rolls and then we are standing up into our forward fold. So just gaining some momentum here. Try not to use your hands on the floor. As you stand into your feet and fold over Drop the head and neck. Have a breath here. And then take a halfway lift as you inhale. Big step back with your right leg. Find your crescent lunge. Back knees off, arms are up. Sinking into the front knee, powering up the back leg. From here, lifting the chest, lean back. Think of the fingertips moving as far away from each other as possible and the arms reaching behind your body. Open up in the front of the chest. Take a breath in. We twist, right hand down, left arm up. Find an easy twist, hold. And again, you can move your left foot away from you a little bit or away from the right hand so that you have the space to lean into your right hand and find a little bit more rotation in your spine or opening of the chest. And then place your right knee down, reach the left arm back. You can stay, maybe grab your foot, give your hand a little bit of a kick as you again lean back to open the chest. Remember to find deep breaths wherever we land or wherever we pause. And to pull that heel in, you can either bend your elbow or you can start to lean the torso forwards, look down at the floor. And then slowly release the leg. Big circle with the left arm up and over, all the way to the inside of your left leg. Toe heel that leg even more out. Turn it out. And then maybe drop to your elbows. For your lizard lunge, some sways back and forth. Take one more breath here. And then coming back up onto your hands, we're going to swivel or run into our Skandasana. So move your left leg in a little bit, turn your right leg out, sit your right hip down, and then grab your left ankle to reach the left arm up and overhead. Lots of rights and lefts here. If you get it wrong, don't worry. We're doing both sides anyway. You can just keep the arm reaching over, maybe it grabs your foot. If it grabs your foot and you still feel like you can go deeper, so stretching your ankle, push the ball of the foot into your hand. That's going to give you some extra length in the left side here. And then release the arm, reach it up to the sky. See if you can open it to come behind your body a little bit. Rotate in the top of the spine. And then coming all the way up to sit. Rotate towards the front. Bend your right knee in for your half hero pose. Adjust your hips to come back as far as your body allows you to this day and time. And then remember, you can make this a little bit more accessible by stretching out your left leg, and you can deepen the stretch by grabbing your knee and pulling it a little bit up and away from your right leg. Trying to release the lower back down to the floor. I know it's in an arched position, so it's not going to go all the way down, but think of releasing the back here. It's going to open up your hip flexors a little bit more. And then release your leg, your left leg if you have it. Roll over to the right side. Use your hands to push you up, and then stretch out your right leg. Short little side bend here, up and over towards that leg. Take one breath. Big circle with the left arm as you place it behind your body for your flush dance. Lift the hips, find the back bend. Right arm reaches up and over your head. And from here, open the right arm to the side. Find a stretch across the chest. And then all the way down to a seat. Cross your right leg in front of your left leg for your hip stretch. And then if you want, you can stack, but just make sure that you are crossing a little bit deeper or more crossed over than you normally would. So it should feel a little bit weird. And then coming forwards, lift the chest, breath in. Exhale to fold over. Take one more breath here. And then coming all the way up, we're going to stretch both legs out for our straddle. Go to your width of choice and then come forwards into your fold here. Just a few breaths here again. Make sure that the toes are pointing up so that the legs are not rolling inwards. We want to keep the hips open. So just go as far forward as your legs allow you to with the external rotation happening here. And then coming up again. Give your legs a little shake, 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 shake. Bring them forwards, hug the knees in. This time, instead of rolling to stand, we're going to come into our halasana. Reaching the toes up and overhead. Shimmy, shimmy the shoulder blades together. Let the hands either support your lower back, maybe clasp the hands, reaching them down towards the floor. Finding that deep curve of the spine. I know the breath can be a bit restricted here, but really try to deepen it where you can. You can also bend your knees for deaf man pose. Let the knees fall on either side of your ears. If you do that and it feels okay, you can wrap your arms around the back of your knees. Give yourself a hug. And then stretch out the legs. If you bend them, place the hands either on your hip for support or down on the floor. As you roll down with control, try to release one vertebra at a time into the floor so you're not catapulting your way back down. And then bend the knees, plant them shoulder width apart, or hip width apart I should say, onto your mat. Lift the hips for a bridge pose. Again, shuffle the shoulder blades together, clasp the hands under, finding a back bend here. Pushing into the feet, engaging the glutes. 3 more breaths. And then release, coming down. Bring the feet in for a happy baby. Grab a hold of the inside or the outside of the feet as you open. the heels to be in alignment-ish with the knees. And then you can do a little tilt from side to side. Okay, last little thing to end this. Stretch your left leg long, grab a hold of your right leg. Move the hips a bit towards the right side as you come into your supine twist, just for a breath or two. And then come back to center, move the hips over to the left, grab a hold of your left knee and reach it over to the right. And then back to center, hips back to the middle, grab your knees or behind your knees, couple rock and rolls here to come up to a seat. And you are officially finished stretching for today. Thank you so much for being here and for practicing with me. I will see you in my next class. Namaste.